Hey, it's Diane Vivas here. We're with Dan Jackson at the Austin Aquatics and Sports Academy. Great location here. He's the head strength and conditioning coach, and he's going to be helping me out today. The focus of what we're doing in the exercises is really what we call keeping the bucket full, which is that pelvis right with the hips, making sure that pelvis doesn't spill the water out of the front of the bucket, the back of the bucket, or the side. It's really keeping a nice neutral position. That way we know the lumbar is not contributing to the movement. It's mainly the hip action that we're actually focusing on. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a supine one-leg bridge, but we're going to add a little resistance to it to create that challenge. And with the position down on the ground, what Dan is going to do is use that band resistance to really focus on that single leg bridge with that hip extension. Especially since we've got a nice reciprocal position, we've got flexion on the hip on one and we're focusing on extension on the opposite, it really locks that lumbar in with the pelvis and we make sure that the motion's coming from the hip. Perfect, right there. Now we're going to come right over here where we're going to use a split squat. Again, that nice reciprocal position, flexion and extension through the hip. And we're going to challenge that with a reciprocal position, meaning an alternate position with the arms. That's really going to be, very closely linked to our gait pattern, but now it's going to challenge him to really maintain that good pelvic position, nice level bucket with the pelvis as he's really challenging it. Notice he's sequencing this too. He's going to basically engage the core in that reciprocal motion, then go down, making sure that he maintains pelvic position and performs the split squat, and he releases every time. So it's engage, squat, and release. That sequencing is really important. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use a really high level challenge with a box shuffle and an overhead med ball position. He's got to get good straight alignment. He can't use his arms to drive, so he's really got to use that lower body extension and flexion pattern to get a nice drive off of the box. Good job. And right there. Awesome. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next month.